Today, we are going to discuss why it is important to focus and how it helps you in your trading. Let us first look at how lack of focus looks like. When you lack focus, you will get distracted easily, doing everything in your life on the autopilot mode. It really saddens me when I see so many people are going through their life on this autopilot mode and just not realizing when you have actually drifted away from your main focus. Mindless scrolling through the social media and your mobile apps. Always getting fascinated by the next big thing, the next novel idea. Although there is nothing new under the sun. I am sure you have been through some of the above situations. Lack of focus will always breed mediocrity and will keep you from attaining that expert status in any walk of life. Well, why is it so difficult to focus in the first place? It boils down to certain chemical processes that results in lack of focus. So what happened when the human race was just starting out? In the early stages of development to what we are now today, human beings were mostly a part of wild. Although they started living in communities, but majority of their livelihood depended on hunting and gathering. Now human beings were part of the food chain. They had not moved to the top of the food chain yet. So there was always a chance of being attacked by another predator. So the primary focus of the human mind in those days was to be aware and alert of any chances of danger in their environment. Because at one point in time, the survival of the human race depended on it. Once the danger is spotted, the brain would activate the fear center in your mind. And that made early human beings possible to take evasive action. The human brain was always scanning for small and little changes in the environment. Now imagine you are sitting in your cubicle or office and mulling over which stock to buy. Or maybe you are an advanced trader and you are trying to find out what option strategy would suit best to the current market scenario. Now, apparently there is no imminent threat to your life. Your life is not in danger, and that means you should be able to focus on the task at hand. But since the brain works exactly as it worked tens of thousands of years ago, it constantly keeps looking for new clues in the environment. It can be as simple as a piece of paper or an email notification or your social media timeline seducing you to look for something new and exciting and stimulating and give up the focus on the task at hand. So why we keep looking for new things? Let us look at the chemistry inside the brain. Why is it so compelling for us to look for something new and stimulating rather than focusing on what we are doing, the task at hand? Well, the reason is that certain hormones are released in your brain when you come across something new, something stimulating, something exciting. It can even be a threat, but it has to be something new. It can be as simple as a small bite of your favorite chocolate or as serious as another drink for an alcoholic. The hormones are called as dopamine or endorphin or some such medical jargon. I'm not a medical person here. I don't understand all that very well, but I can experience it. But when these hormones are released in your brain, whatever you are doing or whatever you deviated from, that experience gets registered in your brain as a pleasurable experience, and your mind will always try to repeat it. But as you pursue something which basically started out as a distraction, you're working on something, you got distracted, now you started doing something which has dragged on for a long time, it also becomes boring, and your brain will again start its search for something new, something stimulating, something exciting, and the whole cycle will repeat again. The brain's search for next shot of dopamine will begin. The dopamine, the endorphins are what we call as the feel good or feel happy hormones. Now you all know that building a new habit is very, very difficult. What is even more difficult is getting rid of the old ones, the bad ones. So is there a way out? Can we overcome this problem? Now there is a solution to this problem, but unfortunately it is not easy. For me, the pain of losing money was much more than the pain of changing my trading habits. But if in your case, the pain of the adverse action, adverse event is not high enough, you may never choose to change. Now, another way is to link a non-pleasurable activity, a boring activity, to something that is exciting and that gives you pleasure. This process of rewarding desirable behavior is very, very powerful and can achieve wonders in your life and your trading too. Let us look at how lack of focus can manifest in your trading. You can't stay out of the markets for too long. You end up taking impulsive trades. You are plagued with revenge trading, not sticking to one method for extended period of time so that you can become expert at it. Always looking for something external to blame or praise in case of your trading failures and success. Not taking responsibility for your trading. Jumping from one indicator to another, one method to another, one mentor to another. Even switching the instruments you trade very often. One day you are trading options, the next day you are trading stocks. But what does all this accomplish? Nothing for your trading. The only thing it helps with is to bring change in your life. Change the things that may have become boring for you. Now you don't have to trust me on this. Listen to the biggest trader ever, George Soros, and he believes that trading should be boring. If you can't deal with a simple method that works again and again in the markets to the point of becoming boring, it is very difficult for you to achieve consistent trading profitability. What I have realized is that I use my analysis to be creative in the markets. But when it comes to taking trades, I follow the same method again and again, which has proven over the time. My analysis will only add to the probability of success in following that method. So if you want to improve the focus in your life, whether you are a trader or not, you can take these following steps. Plan your day. Make a simple to-do list. Don't add more than 3 to 5 items to it. Don't make a to-do list with 20 items in it. If you are going to start something new, give it sufficient time to finish. If it is a business idea, give it 3 years. If it is a trading method, don't switch before you have given it at least 6 months to a year. Don't make decisions based on end results, but look at the process that you are likely to follow day in and day out. Don't look at the poster of Arnold Schwarzenegger and decide to join a gym, but join a gym so that you can engage in a rigorous physical activity day in, day out, and that will give you the desired health benefits at the end. Add rewards to the boring tasks that you perform. For traders, you can treat yourself when you follow your plan and make money, but don't forget to pat yourself on the back when you lose money but you have followed your trading plan, because following the process is more important. Results will take care of themselves. Plan time slots in a day where you will work without distraction. No phones, no emails, no family, nothing. Only plain work. Now I have added a few books in the description below which you can refer to if you want to improve your productivity. Now, some of the notable titles are Hyper Focus by Chris Bailey, Deep Work by Cal Newport, Atomic Habits by James Clear, Getting Things Done by David Allen, and Dopamine Detox by Thibaut Maris and Kerry J. Donovan. You can read these books, fun to read, but it can make a big difference in your productivity. Everyone is trying to crack the code of defocus and improve productivity. But like we say in trading, there is no holy grail. So stop looking for it. In the words of great Gary Vaynerchuk, done is better than perfect. Now I hope you like this video on the topic of focus. I am planning to make much more videos on the topic in coming days. Now if you have any queries or questions or doubts, you can just post a comment below and I will definitely get back to you immediately. So I hope you like this one, and thank you for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.